Welcome back, everybody, to your second edition of Maniacal Music Musings tonight. And that's right, it's time to go on a nature trail to hell. Where are we going on this nature trail, you ask? Well, maybe Albuquerque, maybe the biggest twine ball in Minnesota. I don't know. We're going to find out because we're getting weird tonight. We're talking some weird Al Yankovic, the greatest parody musician to ever exist. We're talking Weird Al Yankovic, and I am joined by the one and only DJ Scooby Dooby Doo of Undiscovered Entrepreneur Podcast, and I know he's got more than that in the works, but I'll let him do all that at the end and promote himself to the fullest, of course. How you doing tonight, DJ Skoob?
Bro,
I always love it. Always
I love it. I love doing that. It's just some of the looks I get sometimes when I do that, especially the kids. They go,
But that's right, folks. Scoob is here to do 50 Weird Al songs and bring them down to one amazing winner. Because it's Weird Al. Who doesn't love Weird Al? And if you don't love Weird Al, why are you watching? But, well, unless you want to see Scoob or me, then I 100% agree with you. But either way, we're about to tackle a master of music here. And let's just get started, because 50 songs, this ranking is done by some website I don't remember off the top of my head, but it is, I think it's top50songs.net or .org. They have every artist ever with their top 50 songs ranked according to them. So it's only one of the only ways to get musical rankings for some other lesser known artist out there. And I did not make these matchups. I did not make these rankings. So we're going to enjoy this because you're starting off with quite a matchup. Number 14 ranked Skipper Dan versus number 29 ranked I Love Rocky Road.
oh, that's actually an easy one for me. I Love Rocky Road is such a classic. I mean, the video, the whole deal. I mean, I love ice cream, so it kind of works out anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic, but Skipper Dan was one of those newfound pleasures for me personally. And I've ridden that ride too many times at freaking Disney to not love that song. So,
True, very true.
I mean, it's weird out. I always go back to the songs that he actually was copying to do these, and I don't know. I love rock and roll is overplayed in my head, but that's me. Not my bracket, so. And it's got a lot of other competitors to go against, so I don't think it's going to make it too far, but we'll see. You never know. Because to face it, in round two, it's either number 13 ranked You Don't Love Me Anymore, or number 28 ranked Nature Trail to Hell.
Ooh.
In 3D.
I love all that. So we'll see what happens here. Now I'm got my curiosity kind of going.
So which way's it gonna be? You Don't Love Me Anymore or Nature Trail to Hell?
You know, I'm gonna have to go Nature Trail to Hell. I'm sorry. I mean, I like the other song too, but you know what? Something about Nature Trail to Hell just takes me back to those 80s slashers that we just love.
Exactly. I mean, it basically is a homage to different slashers, and I hate nature, so to me it makes perfect sense. It really does. Like Nature Trail to Hell is one of my favorite songs by Weird Al. But that means you'll have I Love Rocky Road versus Nature Trail to Hell in the next round.
Hey.
But the next matchup, I love this matchup, I really do. It's number 12 ranked The Night Santa Went Crazy versus number 27 ranked Why Does This Always Happen to Me?
Oh, geez. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, wow. Both really good stories.
Yes, they are.
Gosh. You know what though? I don't know. That's rough. I'm gonna say, why does this always happen to me? I think it's just a question I've always asking myself anyway. And it's just the storyline. I mean, how many times has he actually mentioned The Simpsons in his movies or in his music? You know, at least 3 or 4 times that I know of.
Yep.
So,
Oh yeah, and the funny thing is that used to happen to me all the time as a kid when I was recording Simpsons or Family Guy if I was out on a Sunday night, and all of a sudden there's a baseball game that ran long, or there's an emergency news thing, and now my tape is cut off halfway through, and it's like, oh come on. Uh,
does this always happen to me?
exactly. So it's relatable. He makes relatable music.
That he does. That he does.
It's just because he's just a normal guy. He really is, and that's what I love about him. But well, to face that in the next round, you get to choose now between these two, and to me, this is the easy choice. But well, I don't know how you'll feel. It's number 11 ranked "Smells Like Nirvana" versus number 26 ranked "Your Horoscope for Today."
Oh yeah, yeah. It Smells Like Nirvana, 100%. I mean,
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah,
I
easy
like it. It's a
choice.
good song. And you know, it tells it. You know, something about him and his storytelling and his music is always great. But I don't know. I was a Nirvana fan to begin with anyway, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I am a Nirvana fan to a degree, but hearing him make fun of them is just so much pleasure. I don't know why. Like, because I mean,
And you
it's
got to
just
hand it that tuba player too, man. He was awesome.
yes, and I mean, just the sound effects in that song are freaking hilarious.
My favorite part
Well,
though, you watch the video of that, and it always sticks in my head where they're panning through like everybody that's sitting down there. Then the bald guy with on the side of his head it says "the space for rent."
yeah, I
Remember
can
that
see that.
video?
It's been a long time since I've seen
Oh,
that video. Personally, I will say, I, I, I watched a bunch of videos for this back when we did it last summer as a group thing, and I mainly watched the ones I knew I hadn't seen before because I wanted to watch those. But the ones I saw as a kid and stuff, I didn't really like rewatch too much unless it was classic ones, like one of the ones in this next matchup that used to play on MTV all the time late at night. It's number 10 ranked Good Old Days versus a very unfairly ranked number 25 Fat.
how does Fat get 25?
I did not make these rankings. I couldn't tell you how it gets
Okay,
25,
whoever
but
made these rankings are fired. You don't put one of his greatest videos up there and down to 25.
well, I mean, see, it's this they rank the songs though, not the videos. So
Oh,
the song is it gets old fast. It gets old fast, I will say. It's not one of his more creative ones. It just he was making fun of something and he went and did it. But that's basically all it was. Like he's creative in the way he does it. And I was a fat kid, so I love this song. But
uh,
I also love Good Old Days, so I it's reminiscent.
it really does make you think though about what this kid is actually going through in his life. Um,
Oh, it does.
I'm gonna have to go with Fat on this one. That is a rough choice though, because I love the story in Good Old Days. I really do, but I don't know. Same thing, man. I'm a Michael Jackson fan too, so I just kind of got to lean that way a little bit.
Yeah, I mean that was always the thing too, is I love bad. So I mean, yeah, the fact that he was making fun of it made it all the better. But still, it's just and the fact that Michael Jackson like willingly let him do multiple songs just for the fun of it, while people like Madonna told him no so many times, so they finally broke down. But that's, I mean, at least that's the stories I always heard. But there actually has been lists out there of artists who wouldn't let him do parodies, and it's funny the artists that won't let him do parodies because it's almost like they're scared of what people will think of their songs after he does it. Like some big names on it.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't get the Al bump there. You see,
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, a lot of the original songs, I'm pretty sure get bumps and listens because people want to go back and be like, "What song was this off of?" If they never heard before, like on some, especially on some of the lesser known ones.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm sure everybody knows Michael Jackson bad. I'm sure of that. But well, that means Fat is going to be facing either number 9, A Complicated Song, or number 24, with the best name ever for a song, Handy.
Mm. Not both of them. Not his best songs.
Not his best songs, but I find them both pretty hilarious in their own way.
True, true. I like complicated. Let's go with complicated because I like complicated stuff.
Some of the scenarios he does in that song are fucking hilarious. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
agree. I 100% agree. Oh, and now though, it's time for a matchup I dread every time we do this bracket. It's number 8, White and Nerdy, versus number 23, Gump.
Oh, ouch! Oh, I think I just injured a paw. Uh, uh, wow. Okay.
Exactly.
White and nerdy. I'm going white and nerdy just because it's the first one that popped in my head. So, because I mean, both of them are fantastic.
I will say White and Nerdy is when Weird Al really came into my purview in my life. When that video started playing on MTV, I started seeing it. I started dying laughing because it's just hilarious. They see me mowing my front lawn.
Oh boy.
Yeah, yeah, he's an artist. I really do want to see him live one day, and I know he tours all the time, so I gotta do it. But well, that means to see what's facing White and Nerdy. Two more classics. Number 15, Trapped in the Drive-Thru. One long ass song. Versus number 30, a classic, another one rides the bus.
Oh well. Oh wow. You are making this difficult. Well, somebody is.
Somebody is.
Yeah. I think I remember another one rides the bus being actually one of my first songs of Weird Al that sparked my interest in him. I do love the story and Drive Through though, because who hasn't had that situation happen to them? You know?
I hate R. Kelly's trapped songs. I hate Trapped in the Closet songs. I freaking hate them. Like they're just so drawn out and horrible. And then like he makes it hilarious, but it's just like 10 minutes. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's like pure slow torture. Slow torture.
But he never
I mean,
got
he
his
does.
onions.
I know, and that's the thing. That's the thing that pisses me off the most is how do you forget the onions?
No, we're not going to go with Drive Through. We're going to go with the other one.
I mean, he's taking a Queen song, so hell yes, and two, it's so realistic. Anybody who's been on a city bus knows how true that is.
Oh yeah.
So, but oof, oof. All right. Speaking of original versus a classic here, this is gonna be a hard one for you, maybe. Number 52, Mr. Frump in the Iron Lung.
Okay.
Versus number 33, My Bologna.
Oh, come on. Mr. Frump, I like the story. It's really short. It's one of her shorter ones. It's one of her shorter ones, but you know, I never met anybody with an iron lung, so I don't know how much I could relate to it. But my Bologna, I mean, come on. I mean, that's amazing. It's one of his first actual blow ups.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is his first hit completely.
Yeah.
But
it's his first hit. Not his first song, but it's definitely his first hit.
Oh yeah, it's his first hit. Yeah, it's definitely not the first song he did, but I'm pretty sure he was trying to do some polka stuff before that didn't really land. But
well, his very first song was about his parents' car. So I'm gonna have to go with My Bologna.
you kind of have to, but My Bologna is never been a song I've really been a fan of. It's funny, but it's just not. I guess it's too well overplayed. It's too well known, too overplayed. 100%, I think. But this one, It's easy for me, but not everybody feels the same I do. Because it's number 51, Bedrock Anthem,
Oh, mm-hmm.
versus number 34, Another Tattoo.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with Bedrock Anthem in that one. I'm not even going to think about that.
Yeah, that's the same way I go with that one. I love the Bedrock Anthem, but yeah, it's part of growing up in the 90s. But number, so that means Bedrock Anthem versus My Bologna in the next round. Oof. And we're actually almost done with this half of round one. But it's number 50, CNR, versus number 35, Everything You Know Is Wrong.
Oh, Everything You Know Is Wrong. No questions, hands down. Boom, done. Yeah. That one actually, along with Dare to Be Stupid, gave
Yeah.
me the permission to be who I am today.
Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see how that would be. Anybody would take that advice because Everything You Know Is Wrong is just so realistic. It's everything is it's so realistic in that song. So, oh, this next matchup. Oh God, I love these. Really do. It's number 49, Wanna Be Your Lover, versus number 36, Living in the Fridge.
Uh, dude, have you ever used any of those pickup lines? Seriously.
I can't say I have. To me, if you quote Weird Al to a girl, you're gonna remain a virgin in high school forever. So
I have to admit, I have tried one or two of those lines. The less stocky ones, okay, just so we know.
obviously,
Yeah, okay.
I'd hope so.
But I'm gonna have to go with Living in the Fridge in that one. I love that one. The music in that one's amazing. I really like it. The story is awesome. Who doesn't have something rotting in their fridge from their roommate? I mean, you know.
At some point in life, yes, exactly. All right, in your work fridge or in your work fridge because there's always
Mhm.
something wrong in there.
Oh yeah.
But the guy who went out on leave a month ago and left his old pizza in the back of the fridge and no one thought to throw it out. But
Penicillin.
exactly. But the final matchup in this half of round one, and I lean one way in this always because of my history, but it's number 48, eBay,
Mm-hmm.
versus number 37, Christmas at Ground Zero.
Oh, okay. So Christmas at Ground Zero has a lot of meaning for me as far as the song. Um, that one is actually the first song my mom heard, and she brought it to me, even though I'd heard it already. And it was Christmas season. She heard it on the radio, and she brought it halfway through the song. She brings the radio into my room. Hey, you got to listen to this. It's like she's, you know. So I got a lot of story behind Christmas at Ground Zero. So eBay is awesome. I like eBay, that kind of thing. I'm gonna have to go Christmas at Ground Zero though, just because of history.
Oh yeah, I get it, and I mean, eBay holds a little. I worked out for a company that sold things on eBay for many years, so eBay has a special place in my heart always. Because and the weird stuff you can find on eBay, I swear to God, I've been at work just doing random searches and finding some of the weirdest things imaginable on eBay. If you go search that other category, folks, you'll find some stuff you didn't want to know was available for sale. But that means that we are now going to the other half of round one, and we actually got through that pretty fast, a lot faster than I thought we would, which not a bad thing, considering there's 52 songs. That's not a bad thing. But the other half of round one is going to start off with an easy one for me, but like I said, not everybody's me. It's number 7 ranked, One More Minute, versus number 22 ranked, Truck Driving Song.
Oh, driving a truck. Yeah, we're gonna go one more minute on that one for sure. I
Oh,
have that song memorized, even though it's a breakup song. Well, most of these I actually have memorized. I could sing most of them to you right now, but One More Minute's one of those ones where it's just like, you get the old doo-wop in there, and and then the story and everything is just amazing. Truck Song is one of his shorter ones. I did drive a tow truck when I was in one of my first jobs, so I do have a little history with that one. But I love One More Minute with You.
Truck driving, man. I love the truck driving song. Driving a truck with my high heels on, like who doesn't love a cross-dressing truck driver? Who doesn't? It's hilarious, but well, I don't think it's gonna matter much though, because the next matchup to see what's gonna face in round two is between number 6, Amish Paradise, and number 21, Good Enough for Now.
Good enough for now. I don't know. Amish Paradise is one of his best songs. I think it's one of his best parodies as far as that goes. It took him a long time to get the permission to do that one.
Yeah, I did. Coolio didn't want to go with that for a long time. Actually, oh no, he didn't even go to Coolio for that. He went to Stevie Wonder for that because of Pastime Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, Stevie Wonder did not want to give that one up. I remember that news story. But
that's where he got that wonderful hairdo for the cover of that one too.
Yeah. But Amish Paradise is classic.
Yes, definitely.
So you gonna go with Amish Paradise? I'm guessing.
Yes, yeah, Amish Paradise all the way.
I'm plowing and milking so much that even Ezekiel thinks I lost my mind. That song gets so dirty in parts too that like if you don't think about it that way, it's not gonna sound that way. But if you got dirty mind, that song is dirty as shit. But
and if you watch the video, it gets even worse.
Oh, it does. I love the video for that song. I watch it every couple months just for a refresher. I watch that video, but
it's amazing how he does everything backwards and the end of that, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, he's a talented man. He really is. Him on the Goldbergs was hilarious. Whenever he made an appearance, it was always hilarious. But that means your next matchup, a lesser matchup in my mind, but number 5 ranked Word Crimes versus number 20 ranked Jackson Park Express.
That's kind of a rough one for me because I really like the story in Jackson Park Express.
It's a good story. It is, but
it's a good story. But Word Crimes I think is a little more relatable, and not just the song, but what he's actually singing about.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's literally grammar mistakes everybody makes.
And it's so funny. You read people's like texts or whatever, and you're like, please use an explanation, something. Don't just write straight across. And I can't read it.
He sticks in the realm of truth a lot, which is why Weird Al is great. He sticks in the reality realm and sings about things that actually happen in life, so everybody can relate to it and be like, oh yeah, that does happen.
Yeah, I'm going Word Crimes on that one.
Well, I don't think Word Crimes is going to last long, personally, because it's going against either one of these, which is two of my favorite songs by him. Number 4 ranked Biggest Twine Ball in Minnesota, or number 19, Dare to Be Stupid.
Oh my goodness. That's all, folks. Biggest Ball of Twine in Minnesota is my second favorite story that he's done.
Yep. So off the UHF album.
But you know what? Dare to Be Stupid is just it's the other one. It's my other theme song besides the other one. So I'm gonna have to go with Dare to Be Stupid on this one, just because like it like I said earlier, it gave me permission to be who I am. It gave me permission to be Scooby-Doo and not care what anybody else thinks.
Exactly. I mean, I literally was driving home today singing Dare to Be Stupid out loud along with it. So, yeah, I can't complain. But that means there would be stupid wolf-faced word crimes next round. But the next matchup, I actually am a fan of both these songs. One immensely more than the other. But number 3 ranked, Don't Download This Song, versus number 18 ranked, Yoda.
Oh, Yoda. You ever heard the original of that song?
Oh, Lola by the Kinks? Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Some people have never heard it. It's so weird.
I didn't know who sang it for the longest time, but I always knew what the song was. Like,
Yeah.
there's some cartoon that sings it too. Like one of the adult animation cartoons does that, like a version of that song when they're drunk, and it's hilarious. But I want to say Family Guy, but I could be wrong.
Don't download this song, the most downloaded song he's ever had.
Yeah. I mean,
oh,
yeah,
man.
It's a tough one because I love Yoda, but Don't Download This Song is classic.
I love the art of that too, of the video. It's amazing.
It is. He puts a lot of thought in everything. That's why he's an amazing. That's why he's an amazing artist. He puts a lot of thought in every part of his creations. But another hard matchup coming up because it's two of my favorite songs. One of my favorite original he ever did versus one of my favorite covers he ever did, and it's number 2 ranked Albuquerque versus number 17 ranked Eat It.
Oh, jeez. You're killing me.
You're totally. That's what these do.
My gosh. Albuquerque and Eat It. Albuquerque is my favorite story.
It's long as could be, but it is freaking such a good story.
I mean, it's basically a story of how he gets force-fed
one of the most delicious vegetables in the world.
God, I don't know. I'm gonna have to go Eat It. I think I'm just gonna have to go with the classic, the one. If I was to like introduce any Weird Al to anybody for the first time, Eat It would probably be one of the first songs I would tell them to listen to.
I get it. I mean, it is classic. The video's classic, but Albuquerque was one of my newfound loves of his. It's just such a homage to punk rock. It really is. But
I love it when he loses his train of thought and it just everything pauses for a second and it's like, what was I thinking? What was I saying? Oh yeah,
he's original. He's so fucking original. I love Weird Al. I really do. But okay, I hate the rest of these matchups. I really do. But I really do. Everyone I look at, I'm like, oh yeah, these two are going against each other. Oh no. But it's my two of my favorite fandoms against each other. It's number 1, this ranked song. Yes, the number 1 ranked song on this whole list. The Saga Begins, which surprised me, even as much a fan as I am of the actual franchise. But it's going against number 16, Ode to a Superhero.
Oh, two huge movie themed songs there.
Yes.
Well, when he actually made The Saga Begins, he didn't even see that Star Wars movie. Actually, everything that he did off of what other fans told him the movie was about, and just built it off of that. Most people don't know that.
I didn't know that, and he actually got it. He got it right then. He got it 100% right.
That's why you listen to your fans when you put stuff together like that. I'm going to have to go Saga Begins on that.
Oh, I love both those songs, but I'm actually happy you went that way.
Yeah, well, I'm a big Star Wars fan too, so what are you going to do?
I mean, I'm a huge Spider-Man fan, especially Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but that Ode to a Superhero is an amazing song, but it's funny, but it's just it's not as good as
when I hear Piano Man, I mean, if you look here, I'm big fan of those, but I don't know. Anyway, so
I mean, yeah, it's built. It's it's Piano Man versus American Pie. Like either way, it's amazing like songs to begin with against each other. But that means the next matchup a little easier, a little depending what you think. But it's number 31 ranked Party in the CIA versus number 32 ranked Hardware Store.
Ooh. Gosh. No, that's a tough one for me.
They're both good songs. They really are.
Yeah. I think Hardware Store might be a little too obscure, so I'm probably I'll go with CIA.
I do love Party in the CIA because it makes me think of American Dad every time I listen to it. But.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that means we're in the final part of round one here as we reach the bottom matchups for this side, and it's all higher ranked songs too. That's gonna be the fun part. I mean, or all lower ranked songs, I should say, because we already killed the top 10. So it's number 49, Confessions Part 3, versus number 41, Buy Me a Condo.
Oh yes, I just something about Buy Me a Condo. I just love. I don't know what it is. It's just so different than what he doesn't do too much of that style of music. And
Yeah,
it just when I was younger, I just loved singing that song for some reason. I don't know. So I just
it's classic. I mean, and Confessions Part 3 is okay, but I mean, it has to be a good song you're parodying for it to be a good song to begin with, and I'm not a fan of Usher's other Confession songs, so to do a Part 3 of his two is just like, why? Like, let it die, please.
I think it was one of those ones where it's like he was asked to do it and he was like, okay, I guess one of those kind of things. It wasn't really, you could kind of tell he didn't really have his entire heart into that song. So
yeah, he's just sitting there like, what crazy things can I make this song confess to?
yeah.
Like that's basically all he did. But okay, this next matchup though, there's one song in it. It's one of my favorite songs by him, like in my top 5. But it's number 43, You're Pitiful, versus number 42, Jurassic Park. You're Pitiful might not have been on the playlist because I think it's only available on his website for free because the original singer, I think it's Avril Lavigne, didn't like him releasing it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go Jurassic Park to be honest with you, just because I don't think I can't remember how Pitfall went, which is really weird for me to admit to.
Well, I mean, it's basically You're Beautiful, but it's just
Oh,
making
that's
fun of the
right.
person.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I remember now. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go Jurassic Park.
I am not even a fan of the original song that takes from, but the song Jurassic Park with the claymation video is freaking hilarious. My son's the biggest dinosaur fan in the world, and when I watched that video when he was watching it with me, he was dying laughing. He loves the chorus in that song, so.
Well, I think that's his very first attempt at claymation, and it just took off from there. He did a lot of music claymation videos after that.
He has, but that one with all the dinosaurs playing instruments is just fucking classic.
Oh yeah,
I love it. And plus, it's one of the best movies ever. So but that means the next matchup, always a fan favorite, number 45, Living with a Hernia, versus number 40, Frank's 2000-inch TV.
Ooh. So, Living with a Hernia, that one's special to me because I remember growing up, I would visit. I don't know. This is going to age myself a little bit. I frequented Chuck E. Cheese a lot when I was growing up.
I grew up in Chuck E. Cheese too.
Yeah, and the one I went to had a video jukebox that took Chuck E. Cheese tokens, and it had "Living with a Hernia," was the Weird Al video that was on there, and I gotta tell you, I think I got the weirdest looks when I put that thing up there and watched it like I did, because nobody else at that time knew so much as Weird Al. So, it's not like it is now where he's pretty much a household name, but back then.
Yeah.
So I just love doing it just to get the weird looks from people. So
Gotta love it.
Frank's 2000-inch TV. Every time I see our TVs get bigger and bigger, like I saw like an 84-inch TV the other day. I was like, how much bigger can these things get? I always think of that song.
Yeah, I mean it's a really good original. It really is, but
I think I'm gonna have to go with Hernia though, just because number one, it's a classic. Number two, it just holds so much meaning for me because of my childhood.
Of course. Well, that means you have literally 2 matchups left in round 1. And they're all kind of lesser known songs, I'll say. At least to me they were, but it's number 46 ranked Bob versus number 39 ranked When I Was Your Age.
Ooh. My dad pulled that so many times when I was your age.
Yep. I pull it on my kids to this day.
Yeah. I'm going to have to go with When I Was Your Age on that one.
It is an age-old stigma, and it's not dying, I don't think, anytime soon. So,
as dads, we need to continue this,
Exactly. We may not have walked through snow up to our necks to get to school, but, we still did things that the kids say don't do. So, it works.
Yeah. Like actually look up in the Encyclopedia Britannica if we wanted to look something, not this Google stuff.
Oh, God. Doing full book reports out of the freaking encyclopedia. My God, it was ridiculous compared to 10 years later when I could Google something. Ridiculous. But the last matchup you have is number 47 ranked I Lost on Jeopardy to number 38 ranked I Remember Larry.
I was listening to I Remember Larry just before we got on with you, and thinking about I Lost on Jeopardy. I don't know. I really like I Lost on Jeopardy just because they had the announcer guy. That's right. Oh, you lost. That kind of thing is. I really love that. So I'm gonna have to go with Jeopardy on that one.
I don't blame you. It's actually one of his lesser known songs I love. So 100% agree with it, and that means that for I Lost on Jeopardy, just like Christmas at Ground Zero, automatically go into the semifinals because just the way it works. So, but those two, I mean, they have to be ranked in the right places at the right time. So it just happened to fall that way. But that means that it is officially time to start round 2. It's down now to about 25 matchups, or 25 songs, I mean, not matchups, 25 songs. So it goes a lot faster from here on out, usually. And we're going to go back to the beginning, and these are the matchups you made. So prepare to have fun with them, because your first one is I Love Rocky Road versus Nature Trail to Hell.
God. I don't know. I think you're looking at two different genres right there. Basically, you're looking at it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I got to go with Nature Trail to Hell. I'm sorry. I just love the story. The story is just so awesome, and it takes me back. Rocky Road does too, but just something is, I don't know. Maybe I have a dark side. I don't know. I couldn't tell you for sure what's going on there compared to Ice Cream. But we'll just talk about axe murders for a while.
Yeah, we do that a lot in my other show. But and I mean I don't know. Certain songs of his, certain songs seem like they were too simple to come up with a song. Which turning I Love Rock and Roll into I Love Rocky Road, it just seems like you didn't put any thought into this one, did you? You just kind of took things that sounded similar and went with it. But I mean, yeah, it's creative in its own way to do that, but it's just Nature Trail to Hell was actually creative. There was a whole new story behind that, and then it's a song, the original song, not many people know even, so it's a good mix up there, I think at least. But
You know, what's funny is I
you're
think I listened to that. I listened to that song today, and I was like, when was the last time I actually even heard this song? And I was like, wow, it has been a good amount of time before I've heard this song last. So it's like it was good to hear it again.
it actually was one of his songs I never heard before until put together this playlist, and I was like, okay. I'm like, I like this song. This song's actually good. I'm like, because a lot of the songs I knew of his were just the corny ones. Like, I love Rocky Road.
Mhm.
But
Yeah.
I didn't hear a lot of originals back in the day, so the originals are what blew me away. But that means Nature Trail to Hell will move on to the quarterfinals, and we'll be facing either Why Does This Always Happen to Me or Smells Like Nirvana.
Mm. I don't know. I think why this always happens to me is just a better story all around. I like the music. Like I said, I'm a Nirvana fan to begin with, but I just something about that story and how I can relate to it happening to me, sort of, in a way, roundabout kind of way. I think I just like it better, so I'm gonna go with why does this always happen to me?
I don't blame you. I mean, Smells Like Nirvana is another one of those ones where like it's just like he literally is just making fun of Nirvana. That's all he's doing. Like it's not like it's a creative song. He's just thinking of ways to make fun of Nirvana. But I mean, it's funny. Don't get me wrong. It's freaking hilarious. But well, your next matchup is number 25 ranked Fat versus number 9 ranked A Complicated Song.
I'm gonna have to go with Fat on that one.
Yeah,
I,
I had a feeling.
yeah,
I had a
just
feeling.
I don't know. I know we're talking about the music mostly, but like still that Fat video. I mean,
You
you
got
can't
to
think
you got
about
to
that movie. You can't think about that music without thinking about that video.
yeah, it's like Michael Jackson himself. You can't think about the music without thinking about the videos he did as well because they were amazing. They were choreographed perfectly. So, I mean, of course they were. It was Michael Jackson, but
Well, just to watch Weird Al actually try to dance in that fat suit, it was just, just
yeah, it's a childhood memory for me. But
yeah.
I could picture that lives rent free in my head any day of the week. But that
he,
means Fat.
he won an award for that thing, so you know.
I believe it. I believe it. I actually kind of remember it slightly, but that means Fat's gonna be facing in the quarterfinals. Either number 8, White and Nerdy, or number 30, Another One Rides the Bus.
Mm. Nerdy or bus? Oh my goodness. Nerdy or bus? Nerdy or bus? Or bus and nerdy? Maybe bust and nerdy. I'm gonna bust a nerdy bust. White and nerdy.
I don't blame you. I really don't. It's it's more creative to me than the other one, but
Well, that's the
I
same thing
mean,
as we talked about in Nirvana. It's like, and even in Rocky Road, he just changed the words around a little bit.
yeah,
Where in White and Nerdy, he told an entire story just in the same type of music as it was. So it's different.
yeah. Yep, it really is. And in my opinion, White Nerdy is actually better than the original song. But that's my opinion. I don't want to get hate for it. I generally
You
don't
got
care what
some
you want,
comments
but
there, dude. No.
yeah, right. They unfortunately they don't let people on Twitter comment because there are mainly Twitter watchers right now, and there's a lot of them. So if they can comment, I'm sure they'd have something to say. But you can't see their comments on StreamYard yet because StreamYard don't get their shit together. But work on Instagram too, please, StreamYard. Thank you. But your next matchup, oof, kind of the same topic almost, no way. Number 33, My Bologna versus number 51, Bedrock Anthem.
Well, both of them have the same thing. It's just a change of words.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
Um,
in a way, but
I'm a huge Red Hot Chili Pepper fan, like big. So
oh yeah,
I'm
I
gonna have
agree.
to go with Bedrock on that one. And I just in the video too. I love the fact that he has two songs in one, basically in Bedrock.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love the Flintstones side effect add-ons into it. So, but that means it is time for the final matchup on this half of round two, and it's ooh, everything you know is wrong versus living in the fridge.
I'm just gonna make a quick decision on this one. Everything that you know is wrong, just because I love it so much.
And I mean, same topic kind of in a way. It's a little better than living in the fridge because I mean that's just living on the edge, but changing the words
Yeah.
and make. I mean, yeah, it's a fun story, but still, it's just not great. Great.
Well, it's just like I said earlier, that I have a really personal connection with that particular song because of it gave me permission to know who I am. So it's like, how can I turn that down? I'd be
You
kind of
can't.
silly. I'd be goofy,
Ugh.
So
Ugh. I mean, I could say Marilyn Manson did a lot of the same things for me. So different ways, but
yeah.
uh, that means the other side of round two is getting started off with oh god. And it's funny because on the first side, a lot of the lower ranked songs you moved on from the first round. On this side, it's all the high ranked songs, so oof, it's gonna be hard. But the first matchup is number 7 ranked One More Minute versus number 6 ranked Amish Paradise.
Oh boy. To spend one more minute with you. Amish Paradise. Amish Paradise. It's one of his pivotal songs that really had him break out. I think.
It's so catchy. I looked at my wife the other day and she's quite plain, I must say. Like it's so catchy. Like it's so sing-alongable. Like it just really is. Like it's it's just as sing-alongable as Gangsta's Paradise was for us 90s kids. So uh, gotta love
Yep,
it.
gotta go for it.
Which means it's gonna be facing in the quarterfinals either number 5, Word Crimes, or number 19, Dare to Be Stupid.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to go with Dare to Be Stupid on that. I'm afraid I'm gonna have Dare to Be Stupid go against Everything You Know Is Wrong, and my brain's gonna explode. Okay, so
Uh, I mean, I will say if that happens, it can't happen to the finals.
yeah,
So
I know.
small
Yeah,
chances, small chances.
yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Dare to Be Stupid on this just because it's my theme song, basically. So
Yeah, I get it. I mean, if you ask my mother, I've been daring to be stupid for about 34 years, so I can agree. But that means, and just so everybody knows, Dare to Be Stupid will be facing Amish Paradise in the quarterfinals. So yeah, we'll see if it makes it through. But
okay.
yeah, that's a raggy moment. But
Wow, Raggy. Like Zykes, man. Okay, sorry.
I, I love impressions, dude. You don't never apologize doing impressions on my show. But that kid that could sing with all the different cartoon voices on America's Got Talent was the best act they ever had. I
Worst
swear to God.
Scooby Doo voice ever, though. I gotta tell you.
Well, Scooby Doo, yes, but all the other ones he
All the other
pretty
ones
much
were
nailed.
perfect. Yeah, just yeah.
Uh, Scooby Doo is to find someone like you who actually does that voice damn near perfect is hard. I mean, I always was told I have a decent one, but it's not good. It's not perfect by any means or nowhere near. I know that for a fact because
Well,
I
I've
can't
been
even do
doing
it.
Scooby Doo voice for over 25 years now, so I just had a little practice.
Same, but I also smoke like a chimney, and that kind of destroyed it. But That means the next matchup, though, is Don't Download This Song versus Eat It.
Hmm. My gut's telling me to go with don't download this song. I don't know why.
Ooh.
I don't know why. I don't maybe golly.
I actually am not mad at that because Eat It took out Albuquerque. So I'm holding vengeance.
Well, darn you! Take it down. Okay.
I love that song. I love that song because if you listen to it with headphones on, he definitely is saying Albuquerque.
Oh yeah.
If you listen to it in a car, it can sometimes sound like he's saying I will be quirky.
I would be quirky.
It kind of sounds like it's a song about himself, which it is. So
Yeah.
I love that song
Yeah.
though.
I'm gonna go with don't download. I'm sorry, eat it. I have to apologize to eat it, but I'm gonna go with don't download this song.
Fat erased through. So I mean, you could you could have made yourself end up with Eat It versus Fat in the finals too, which would have been
That
a
is
whole
an
nother.
what is the story that would have been?
But that means the next matchup. Oof, 30 ranking difference. Number 1 ranked The Saga Begins versus number 31 ranked Party in the CIA.
I'm going with Saga. I'm not even gonna think about that one.
Eh,
I mean,
I would go the same way, but not everybody loves Star Wars like I do, so I can't.
yeah, that's definitely a personal preference.
No, and that's also why I wasn't mad about Yoda not moving on, because there's a better Yoda parody song called "Living La Vida Yoda."
I have
It's
not
called La
heard
Vida. It's called La Vida Yoda. It was done by like one of the earliest YouTube like stars, but like one of the earliest ones, like back in the early 2000s when YouTube first came out. He was like this parody guy on YouTube, and he did it. I don't think he's very well known. La Vida Yoda. I
I'll look it up later. But
yeah.
I
Oh,
definitely want to check it out.
uh, yeah. Actually, it was two brothers who recorded it. It's hilarious, but I always thought it was Weird Al when I was younger, but I found out later I was wrong. But that means you only have 3 matchups left in the. I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 3 matchups left. I was right,
Yeah,
and it's
good
in
guess.
number 41. Number 41, Buy Me a Condo versus number 42, Jurassic Park.
Mm. I'm probably gonna have to go with Jurassic Park on that one. Um, I just I think it's just a better all around song.
Oh, I agree. I agree. And actually, I didn't get to that one today on the freaking when I was refreshing my memory, and I was a little mad about that because I was like, oh, I wanted to hear Jurassic Park. I got like right above it almost, I think, but I didn't get to the bottom part of this bracket at all, basically. But the last matchup in round 2 is number 45, Living with a Hernia, versus number 39, When I Was Your Age.
Mm. I think I have more emotional ties to living with a hernia than your age.
Yeah,
Um,
I agree.
just because sometimes I have a rough time wanting to age myself, and that song usually does it. So,
I can see why. All right, which means that round 2 is officially over, and it is time to start the quarterfinals, which means it's gonna be flying through from now on, basically. But because there's barely any matchups left, a lot of songs have been eliminated at this point, and it's the elite Weird Al songs left, basically. Well, no, not completely. It's some lesser known ones too, but the first matchup is going to be Nature Trail to Hell versus Why Does This Always Happen to Me?
Mm. I don't know. Both of them have some horror aspects if you really think about it.
Oh, they do.
Yeah. That 12-car pileup with your best friend's head, disembodied head, that stirs up some scenes. I think we're gonna go with Nature Trail to Hell on that one.
I don't blame you one bit. I don't know how if I actually were to run this bracket, I don't know how it would go, but it would be Nature Trail Hell would definitely be close to my final four at least. But oof, it's gonna be facing, and this already makes me sad. Either number 25 ranked Fat or number 8 ranked White and Nerdy in the semifinals.
Oh boy. Fat and Nerdy.
Oh. Yeah, I actually kind of agree with that.
Let's see. Fat or Nerdy? Or Nerdy Fat? Or Fat and Dang.
I was all the above in high school, so I can't say I have no leaning one or the other. I was all the above, A through C.
You're making me think too much. Cut it out. I'm losing brain cells over here. I'm gonna go with. Oh, geez. I'm gonna go with Nerdy. I'm
White and
surprising
Nerdy,
myself on this one. Yeah.
which means, folks, White and Nerdy versus Nature Trail to Hell. Oof, that's a. I know which way I'd go on that actually. So to me, it's not that bad, but to somebody else, it might be. But the last semifinal matchup on this half, it's for the bottom championship. And it's number 51, Bedrock Anthem, versus number 35, Everything You Know Is Wrong.
Nope, I'm sticking with Everything You Know Is Wrong.
Which means Everything You Know Is Wrong. We'll face a song that we haven't seen since round one in the next round. We'll find that out in a few minutes. But the other side of the semifinals, however, start off with something just horrifying. Number 6, Amish Paradise, versus number 19, Dare to Be Stupid.
Golly. That's a really close one for me. Because I love them both. Dare to Be Stupid is basically my theme song, but Amish Paradise was a whole new level for him.
Yep.
No, I'm going to stick to Dare to Be Stupid. Sorry, Amish Paradise. Yikes. I'm gonna I know I am.
Well, we'll see.
Sorry.
Well, put it this way, because Amish Paradise can be facing in the semifinals one of these two songs. Either number 3, Don't Download This Song, or number 1, The Saga Begins.
I'm going to stick with Saga on that one.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yep.
Which means one matchup left in the quarterfinals. Yeah, quarterfinals. And it's number 42, Jurassic Park, versus number 45, Living with a Hernia.
Nope, I'm going to go Jurassic Park on that one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's a toughie.
Yeah, it is a tough one. I have ties to both of those in one way, shape, or form.
Which means I love it. Because it means it is now time to go into the final 4 matchups. Well, okay. the four matchups in the semifinals, I should say. It's not the final four matchups by any means, but it's getting closer and closer to that. And the semifinals are going to get started off by number 28, Nature Trail to Hell versus number 8, White and Nerdy.
Oh, you're gonna hate me, but I think this is where Nature Trail to Hell finally dies.
If it has to die, it's going to die to White and Nerdy. I'm fine with that.
Okay, good. I feel a little nervous. Like I don't want to tell him because like he's gonna be mad at me and he might.
No,
I don't know, man. I have to. He might come at me with that accent they were talking about. I don't know. Even though your world's away from me. Or right next.
These are not my brackets to run. These are whoever's doing the bracket to run. So I can't get mad. Really, it's your choices. Y'all gotta live with it, not me. So that's my opinion. But to see what White and Nerdy is going to be facing in the top finals, we have number 19, Dare to Be Stupid, or number 1, The Saga Begins.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. This is going to be hard for me to say, but I think Saga Begins is going to have to finally wipe it out.
It is classic.
That's heart-wrenching. That's heart-wrenching for me to say. It really is.
I get it though.
But it's Star Wars. How are we gonna
that?
Come on.
Trust me, I am the biggest Star Wars. I am one of the biggest Star Wars fans I ever met. So I will 100% get it. I 100% would have gone the same way. If it was me, it probably would have been Yoda versus Saga Begins in that matchup. But but that means that the bottom semifinals are going to get started off with number 35, Everything You Know Is Wrong, versus number 37, Christmas at Ground Zero.
No, I'm a Christmas fan. I gotta tell you, I love the Christmas songs, but I don't know. I think I can relate to Everything You Know Is Wrong so much more. So I'm gonna have to go with Everything You Know Is Wrong.
Well, I'm glad you did that in a way, because it means that the last semifinals matchup you have is number 42, Jurassic Park, against number 47, I Lost on Jeopardy.
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Definitely Jurassic Park.
Which means the semifinals are officially over, and there's only 2 final matchups to do now, and then the grand winner matchup. So let's see who's going to take it all. As the first final matchup, we'll do the bottom one first, since it's lower ranked songs, is number 35, Everything You Know Is Wrong, versus number 42, Jurassic Park.
Oh, Everything You Know Is Wrong. That's not even a thought for me. Yeah, believe it or not.
Ooh, that's... I don't know if I would have went that way, actually. I really couldn't tell you.
I'm sorry, Doc. Okay, sorry.
Yeah. It's all good. It doesn't make a difference to me either way. Just it's not the way I would have went. But well, then again, I didn't hear Everything You Do Is Wrong again today, so it's not fresh in my head. But Jurassic Park stays.
Everything You Know Is Wrong, black and white and up and down and short as long. And sorry. Okay, go ahead. Yes.
I mean, Jurassic Park was my head rent free. So, but I don't know why it just does. But
it lasted a long time, dude. You got to give it. To
it lasted a lot longer than it did in the original one of these, so I'm not complaining. But I really can't. But it means the final matchup on top is number 8 ranked White and Nerdy versus number 1 ranked The Saga Begins.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. Saga or Nerdy? They're kind of the same thing. You can nerd out about Star Wars, but can you Nerdy? I don't know. Saga Begins. I think I'm going to stick to that. Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
that means that you have your Final Four. Well, you've had your Final Four for a minute anyway, but the Final Four are officially the matchups for the Final Four decided because now it is time to do the third and fourth place match and the grand finale. Which the grand finale, I'm dreading that one, but we'll see
All right.
which way it goes.
Oh, no. Row.
But we'll start with the third and fourth place matchup. Actually, I kind of dread this one a little more, so I kind of like the third and fourth place matchup. For third place, it's either number 42 Jurassic Park or number 8 White and Nerdy.
I think I'm gonna go white and nerdy on that one.
I can't say I would have done the same. I can't, but they're interchangeable at that point to me for third and fourth place. So what it works. And the final grand winner matchup is between number 35 ranked Everything You Know Is Wrong or the top ranked song in this whole list, The Saga Begins.
No. Oh man.
And he would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those damn Weird Al songs.
Really, dog. Oh boy, you know what? I hate saying this, but I think I might have to go with Saga Begins.
I do not know why you would hate saying that. but
only because like everything that you know is wrong is just so powerful for me as a person, you know.
I get that, but
at the same time, the story in the Saga Begins basically tells the entire story of Star Wars in a matter of minutes, you know. So it's like,
well, the entire story of the Phantom Menace, but not the whole not the whole saga. If he ever did an expansion and did the whole saga, all 9 movies in one song, I'd be probably listening to that repeat for days. But
yeah.
He can even switch up different song styles for each movie. That'd be awesome. But actually, make an album. Come on now, make an album. May the 4th. I want it on May the 4th. But
a Star Wars
that
would be awesome.
It would be. But that means, folks, Skoob's Final Four are number 42 ranked Jurassic Park in 4th place, number 8 ranked White and Nerdy in 3rd place, number 35 ranked Everything You Know Is Wrong in 2nd place, and number 1 ranked The Saga Begins, taking its 1st place and keeping it. So, I mean, the difference in rankings in these songs is always surprising. Always a surprising thing to me, but I love it. But I want to thank DJ Skoob for coming out to do this because I love working with him. I don't get to do it. I haven't done it often, but I love working with Skoob whenever I get a chance to. He is a great leader as well and a great coach. So tell them about where they could find all your great services and everything you do.
Oh my goodies. Okay, so I am the host of Undiscovered Entrepreneur, where we talk to brand new entrepreneurs that are just getting started in their entrepreneur adventure. We talk about their struggles, their goals, and their accomplishments, and then we follow up with them in 6 months and see if they actually did it. We also are featuring a new segment of Undiscovered Advice, where we get 5 people's advice of less than 5 minutes or less in the podcast, which is awesome. And you also get to hear coachings that I've done with my clients that I have coaching. You could reach pretty much all my social medias at my link tree, which is linktr.ee/DJ Skoob. So that's linktr.ee DJ Skoob.
Well, there you go, folks. And check them out. I've listened to Discovered Entrepreneur. It's a good show. So it's great to it's great to hear people talk about their dreams. It's always a inspiring thing. And plus, it's kind of like Shark Tank, but the sharks don't even check in on all of them 6 months later. So there you go. But I also don't think that DJ Skoob is just handing out the money either for all these projects. But
I need money first before I can give everybody else.
Exactly. Podcasting don't pay no bills.
No.
Or if it does, it pays 1 or 2 bills, and that's about it. But it doesn't pay my mortgage. God damn it. But folks, I'll do this one more time tonight. Then I'm done because I already did this. But You know you can find your musers on Uncensored, Untamed, and Unapologetic UQ Podcast Collective group on Facebook. You can find us on X and the Gram as at Juggalo Bastard. You can find us on TikTok as at Juggalo Bastard Podcast. You can find us on YouTube as Monaco Music Musings. You can find us streaming live on Parapost Network on Facebook. Or you could find us as part of the Blind Knowledge Network, because all knowledge is blind until you dare to be weird. Exactly. So come back. Come back Saturday, everybody, for the Rolling Stones Top 500 Songs Bracket Part 9. We are putting the tip into the 100 rankings, and oof, everybody's dreading this one that's in this panel, so I am going to love it. I'm going to love it. I love the host of Chaos. So come join us then, and of course we'll be back next Tuesday, with a regular scheduled episode as always, like we just did before this. So thank you everybody for watching, all 16 of you on Twitter that are watching. Thank you. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of Scoops fans too in there watching that, so. But
I have fans? Oh, I mean, yes.
Those people in the corner, Skoob, don't embarrass us. But thank you all, and like and subscribe, and have a good night. Thank you.
All right.